Hi, and welcome to Comms of Fiber Designer. Previously, you learned about workspace initialization using your own set of GIS data. Now, we will define all of the possible connections to build a candidate network. A candidate network is your input data plus every potential underground or aerial path which might be used to route your fibers. To start, you have to make sure that you are in the area view where the comms of fiber equivalent layers of your raw GIS data and other input layers are visualized. The first step is from the street centerlines, create the potential trenches. In a fiber network deployment, trenching is done on either side of the streets, closer to the customer homes. You need to model this in your candidate network, and to do this, click the Create Trenches button. It will create two parallel lines with a default but configurable width of 8 meters. The created lines are stored in the In Possible Trenches layer. The next step is then to connect your demand points to the created possible trenches. To do this, click the Drop Trenches command. Another option is to create a shared connection per two demand points. The created lines are stored in the In Drop Trenches layer. If you have existing infrastructures in your area, such as manhole, pole, ducts, or cabinet, you also need to create the connections for them. These connections may be from a structure to another nearby structure, example, from a manhole to a pipe, or from a structure directly to the nearest trench. We call these connections transitions. Hence, click Create Transitions. If your network or a part of your network has to route cables aerially, then you also have to include every possible aerial connection to your candidate network. First, between your poles, which we call In-Aerial Connections, by clicking the Create Aerial Connections command. Second, connections from your poles to the demand point. We call them aerial drop connections. By clicking the Create Aerial Drop Connection command. Finally, click the button Create Crossings. This creates all of the potential crossings available to comms of fiber. This doesn't mean that comms of fiber will take every single one, rather, that these are the available crossings it has to choose from. Your candidate network has now been prepared, and you are now ready to process it for calculation. The last step is to click the Process Area button.